So, good morning, everyone. I'm Janet, and I'm going to lead the meditation this morning. And each week, there is a senior student here leading the meditation, except on the first Sunday of each month, we will have either Anne or Harvey, or one of our senior students leading the meditation, and also they will be here at 10:30 to give a short teaching. So if you haven't met Ann and Harvey yet, that would be a great opportunity to come and have a teaching with them. Ann and Harvey are also here on Tuesdays, the first and third Tuesday of each month, to give a teaching from 7 to 9. And I'd like to know if anyone is here for the first time. Okay, well, welcome. So, what we do on Sunday meditation, we give a teaching or a practice that was given to us by one of our leading teachers, which is a Lama in Tibet, Atsun Rinpoche. We have his picture up here, and this is his throne. When he will come here to Houston, he will sit on this throne to give the teachings. Anyway, he is a very well-known and highly admired Lama in Tibet and in China. And the teaching really, the practice that we do, it's really good for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're just beginning or a seasoned practitioner. It is based on the traditional Tibetan meditation of basically observing our breath. And we do this in order to develop our attention, to develop just being in the moment, to develop letting go of all worries, of all thoughts, and just being with yourself, being with the breath, being in the moment. So that's what we want to cultivate. And as I said before, we do it by observing the breath. Of course, we could also do it by observing any other object. But the breath is something that is always with us. It is something that you always have wherever you go. And it also helps us to be in touch with our bodies, to be in touch with something that is not just our head, because a lot of times we think of our thoughts just being in our head, but just being with our bodies, being aware of our bodies, as we also are aware of our thoughts. So the best way to meditate is by having your spine as straight as possible, but in a relaxed way. Just letting your spine have the normal curvature of a sort of a S, and having your shoulders a little back but comfortable. Let it go down. Having your neck comfortable. We like to meditate just lowering our head just a little to keep our spine straight. It's also good to meditate with your mouth slightly open so that it will relax your jaw area and it will relax your neck. And the reason why we want to have the spine as straight as possible is because there's certain energies that run through our spine. And there's a certain what we call center of energies, chakras, that are in along our spine. One important chakra we have is right here. in our belly area, around 2, 3 finger width below our belly, 3 finger width deep. We have a energy center, and from this energy center, the energy will flow up towards our head. That's why we want to have the spine straight. So it doesn't matter whether you're sitting in a chair or on a cushion. If you're on a cushion, just put your hands, you can either put your hands on your thighs, and also if you're sitting down, or you can put your hands in this mudra position, which is having your thumbs touch. And notice that when you do this, you're sort of like circling your hands around that chakra. So when we do this exercise, we're going to observe our breath. And it's also good to sort of observe our breath as if it were going down to this chakra that is at our belly. And then just keep it there, or just observe how the breath goes in and out, in and out. And you can even visualize yourself being breathed in and breathed out. Now you're going to notice as you do this that your mind will start to wander. And this is completely normal. Our minds are always churning away, thinking of things. But when you notice that you are lost in thought, just bring yourself back to the breath. Bring yourself to the moment, to the breath, to the chakra. And a good way to sort of focus back is to just, when you realize that you're lost in thought, say to yourself, thinking, and then go back to the breath. When we do this and we label a thought as a thought, that thought loses power over us. And that's really what we want to do, because we want to be in the moment. Another way to do it, and that I like to use, another technique, is to, whenever you find yourself lost in thought, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why did I come here? And that sort of helps to just focus back to the breath. So we're going to do this for a few minutes. And then, whenever I let you know, we're going to start to chant a sacred syllable, which is the syllable hung. And this syllable, you can see what it looks like here. The important thing, you don't have to actually visualize the syllable, but just as we chant it, feel the vibrations of that sound go through your body. And we're going to chant the hung for a few seconds. Each person will chant it at their own pace. Just repeat it a few times. And then we'll go back to observing the breath. So let us begin. Also, in our lineage, we like to meditate with our eyes slightly open. And we do this because we want to be able to, as we cultivate our attention, we want to be able to sort of practice so that during the day, when we're doing things in our daily lives, we can still get that sense of cultivating our attention with our eyes open. If you find this too distracting, it's perfectly okay to close your eyes. So let us begin. Observe the breath. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. Let us chant home. Hong Go back to the breath. Let us chant home. Back to the breath. The practice we just did is a practice that you can do on your own. So if you're new to meditation and you want to practice, it's good to do it in short intervals. You can just start off with 5 to 10 minutes and then gradually increase as you go along. And it's good to have a daily practice if possible. You'll really see that the more you practice, the more easier it becomes to develop that attention, mindfulness, to be in the moment, to not be so controlled by our thoughts. So we're going to take a break. I wanted to mention we are passing around a book. We call it the Book of Names, and we put the names of people we would like to dedicate the merit that we've accumulated in doing this practice. We like to dedicate it to others, and this is something that it's a very strong concept in Tibetan Buddhism. That's the book, because whatever we do, whatever um, merit we accumulate in doing these practices, we always want to dedicate it to others. Even when we reach enlightenment, we want to do it so we can help others reach enlightenment. So at the end of the next practice we're going to do, we're going to read those names. We can put in the names of people that are in need, anyone who has recently passed away, animals, pets, and you can put yourself also. So anyway, we'll have a break of about 7 minutes, and then we'll come back and do another practice, a short practice. Thank you.
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five.
Okay, you can ring the bell. Okay, so now we're going to do a short practice. And this practice is also associated with what I was saying before about sharing the merit with others. In this practice, though, we're going to chant another sacred syllable, which is the syllable ah. And here is a representation of the syllable. And it's a very important sacred syllable within the Dzogchen lineage. And it really represents absolute reality, but it's a very dynamic and energetic sort of sound, right? So what we're really going to do is we're going to do three visualizations where we're going to chant the syllable ah. This time we're only going to chant it once. I will explain what to visualize in each instant. And first we'll just sit for a minute or two just to get back into our attention. So just observe the breath for just a minute or two. So the first time we chant ah, we're going to visualize a white orb of light within our chest area, close to the heart. This is the syllable ah. As we chant, the white light will spread throughout our body, and every cell in our body will become full of white light. The second chime, we're going to visualize the white light as we chant ah. The white light will spread throughout this room, and each person will receive white light. Each person will send white light. Now we are going to chant ah, and this time the white light that is here will spread. It will spread throughout the city, the country, the world. It will spread throughout the universe, wherever there are living beings. All sentient beings will receive a white light. Ah, ah. So now we're going to let's do one of our prayers that we always do at the end, the dedication. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. Now I will read the Book of Names. So today we are dedicating our practice to Ed Pierce, John McCain in the Bardo, Housing Insecure Folks, Keandra, Phyllis Potabas, Monique, Lulu, Christine Pasagua, Caden Pasagua, Logan Pasagua, Bo Fisher, dog recovering from surgery, Britt, Britt Ray getting a job, Katie in recovery, my daughters, Ashley and Brittany, Mom Julie, Andrea to find peace in her life, Annabelle passing her GED test, Tom, owner of a gymnasium factory, who passed this week. He wants the lives of thousands of children. Doris, Bobby, Emma, Louvail, Mary, Ellen, Scott, Jasper, Jennifer, Evelyn, Mr. Blair, Lori, Cancer, Robert, Addiction, Illinois, Eloise, Johnny and Bardo, Alice Rumian, Emma Ong, Christina Octu and unborn twins, Anthony, Pfeiffer family, Bobby and Bardo, day 25. Our broadcasters, also suffering children, Jessica, Houston Women's March, Camacho's, Mike, children separated at border, Beto, Sarah and the Bardo, Mathilda, Valerie, Eleanor Day, Anna William, Baby Lane, Brooks, and Sherry, everyone going back to school. So let us do one more. We will do the blessing. Could you light the candle? Yes. With all you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all born in one enlightened mandala. So before we go, I'd just like to mention that Well, I already mentioned that the first and third Tuesday of every week we have Ann and Harvey here giving teachings, and I believe we're going to start a new cycle of teachings. Um, do you happen to know what it is?
Well, it's next week, Tuesday, September.
Yes, okay. Yes. So, if you haven't had a chance to meet Ann and Harvey, it would be a wonderful opportunity. Also, next Sunday, which is the first Sunday of September, they will also be here, and they give a short teaching at 10:30 in the morning. At 9:30, we have yoga. So, and that is every week, right? So, if you're interested in joining us for yoga, please come. Also, on the third and fourth, not what is it, the second and fourth Tuesday of every month, we have practice Tuesdays, which is just another opportunity to come and practice as a group. And at that time, you can do whatever practice you are working on. If, for example, on Teaching Tuesdays, and then Harvey give a special practice, you can do that, or whatever. If you like to just practice the way we did this Sunday, come and join us, because really, by practicing in group, we really fortify our practice, and it is much stronger. So we give that opportunity on those days. Um, Mary Scott, is there any other? Mary Scott is our uh, executive administrator, so she knows everything.
Oh, thank you, Janet. What I know right now is that it's fall, and we're always looking for volunteers around the place, and so we have multiple opportunities of things that you could do to help Don Mountain out, from everything from cleaning up to serving as a member of the Welcome Circle and welcoming newcomers on Sundays or Tuesdays, to potentially larger and more exciting projects as we get a little further into the fall. So come and speak with me, and let me know what you'd like to do, and we'd love to sign you up. It's a great way to just get more involved in the community, and everybody's really fun and cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.